The Russian and British evacuation order for their citizens from Sharm el Sheikh is staggering for the Egyptian government. Pouring cold water on foreign reports that a bomb caused last week's airliner disaster, Cairo insists that any such conclusion is premature. Sharm el Sheikh, fondly dubbed one of Egyptian tourism's crown jewels, is the country's #1 destination for Russians and Britons. Many livelihoods depend on them. Russians make up around 1/3 of all tourists to Egypt. This woman tells us what her stay so far has been like. Not very pleasant, she says. We were very worried at first. We had planned this holiday in advance, and what happened frightened us. But then we talked to the travel agent and he calmed us down. We can see that Sharm still has tourists from various countries, some of whom went ahead with their trips in spite of the plane crash and who seem determined to stay in spite of their government's security warnings. Here's a German visitor.
We are since 4 or 5 days here, and we don't see anything else which makes us afraid for something. So we are totally relaxed. Everyone is nice here, so I don't see any terrorism here.
This Italian visitor says we've been coming to Sharm el Sheikh for more than 20 years. Nothing like this has ever happened. The weather's very good and we're going to keep on coming. We Italians always come here. Terrorist bombers in 2005 killed scores of visitors in Sharm, Egyptians and foreigners. The Arab Spring further harmed security. Last year, Egypt received 10 million tourists. In 2000, 15 million. This Egyptian tourist defends its efforts.
Sharm will be always safe. And for many years, a lot of people, they've been trying to take Sharm down for small incidents and small accidents that, as you all know, it happening everywhere around the world. But when it comes to Egypt, everything becomes bigger and everything becomes a disaster and everything becomes terrible. From how you see, our country is safe, Egypt is safe and will be always safe. And no one will ever try under any circumstances to put our country down.
Tourism accounts for about 12% of Egypt's GDP and is a main contributor to its foreign currency reserves. Our correspondent underscores the impact on Egyptian tourism, which had already been struggling, is serious, and this major income earner for Egypt's economy is being overtaken by this crisis. But meanwhile, several tourists we talked to here have described some countries' decision to evacuate the place as exaggerated.
محمد شيخ إبراهيم، euronews، شرم الشيخ.